joined now on the line from Yangon in Myanmar, Wai Oo, a student who has been protesting amid the military coup and the associated violence in Myanmar. Thank you very much for your time. Can you give us, first of all, an assessment of how many students, how many of your friends and colleagues do you estimate have been detained by police?
A few days ago, few of my colleagues, I think around 20, I think 2 days ago, they've been detained by the military force. And also 2 to 3 of my colleagues last night as well. And currently, from what I've heard from the news, is up to 400 people, students, have already been detained, and they haven't been released, and they're being prosecuted by the military government.
Very sadly,
without
we've seen
unreasonable accusation. Yeah.
Very sadly, we've seen a lot of people killed as well, many of the protesters, but yet the large numbers continue to show up in the streets and to protest. It doesn't look like they're getting smaller. What's your sense of the situation at the moment?
Because of the social media, I think everyone is starting to aware that we need to eradicate this military coup happening in Burma. It had happened a few decades ago, and then now we don't want to let this happen again. So that's why everyone is starting to fight. Although they're being shot and they're being killed, people are not afraid. They've been using the shields and everything they can get to do the peaceful protest. No one is getting violent. Yes.
So you would expect these protests to continue until there is some change, some compromise from the military?
Yes, that's correct. Because of the officially elected government, as you know, the CRPH, they've been trying to communicate with the people through the social media and some of the representatives, saying that we need to be non-violent. That's why everyone is not being violent at the moment. But still, the military government start shooting to the peaceful protesters and, killing everyone and stuff like that.
So you said that your friends and fellow protesters and fellow citizens, that they're not afraid despite the show of force.
Definitely not.
Can you
afraid.
Explain why is that?
I think it's because of it's a national concern, as well as this military coup is destroying our future as well. That's why everyone started to participate. Even the parents, they've been supporting their younger generations. The older generations are very supportive to our younger generations in terms of giving rations and, supporting money and everything, all that. That's why, although people are getting shot, all the protests are getting bigger and bigger.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's certainly the sense that I've got from a long way away, but that these protests, far from getting smaller, are actually getting larger day by day. And so
correct.
Is there a sense of hope among your fellow students that you can affect change here?
There is a sense of hope, and at the same time, the officially elected government, CRPH, is also trying to negotiate with all the organizations around the world, like UN and all that. And then they've been trying to promote the civil disobedience movement, CDM, in Myanmar, and almost all the civil servants are now participated in that civil disobedience movement. So what we can do right now is we can only get hope to all the government works to stop by letting all the civil servants participate in civil disobedience movement. At the same time, the officially elected government CRPH is also trying hard to the other organizations, to connect with the other organizations. So like getting help from UN and all that. That's what they're trying to do. At the moment, everything is peaceful, and at the same time, the officially elected government, they're also trying to negotiate with some of the armed forces, the ethnic armed forces around Burma, and they're trying to make their own kind of army, the federal army, in case things get worse. Yeah.
Wai Oo, student protester, thank you for joining us from Yangon in Myanmar. We wish you all the very best and hope that you can achieve the change that you and your fellow citizens are hoping for. Thanks so much.